Hello everyone and welcome back. Tonight's quest. Tonight, we got a special performance for you, as you can tell by the title of this episode. It is time for the third volume of Three Line Dialogues. We got some beautiful selections for you today, and in case you happen to skip the previous two volumes, let me catch you up to speed. Before every recording, Jake, Jamie, and myself do a little bit of warm-up so we stay fresh, and our favorite warm-up to do is Three Line Dialogues, where one person says a line, the second person says another line, and the first person says the third line. In those three lines, we've got to establish who we are, where we are, and how we know each other. And this is, of course, where we like to experiment and create some new characters, play around in different scenarios we don't normally get to be in, and of course, just be utterly ridiculous. And so these are a selection of some of those warm-ups that have not yet been heard by your beautiful ears. Before we dive into it, though, so I want to let you know, please stick around to the very end. Not only do we have important announcements, but at the very, very end, instead of a blooper, you will be getting an update on how PB, good old Pastry Bat, is doing. I know many of you have been asking, where's PB? What's PB been up to? You've been, flooding the Instagram and the Facebook with these questions. Well, Jamie has taken it upon himself to answer those questions for you, so make sure to stick around to the very end to get those answers. All right, enough cheer chat for me. Let's get on with the show. Do we want to do three lines, or do we want to just get going?
We can do three lines. I like three lines.
Let's do a quick and dirty 3-line.
I will be cognizant of trying to go a little bit faster than previous times.
Quick and dirty.
Yeah.
Like my cooking. Okay. I was trying to think of something, and that was the best joke I got. Okay, who's going first? Quick and dirty.
Jamie's going first because he's going to be quicker about it.
Oh, sure.
James, going first.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Quick and Dirty Laundromat.
Who are you talking to?
This is going to be Nathan, I guess.
Okay.
Yep.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Quick and Dirty I realize that most laundromats don't typically have a front desk employee, but that's just the kind of service we like to provide at Quick and Dirty Laundromat. How can I help you? How can I help you today? My name is Josh.
Hey Josh, looking over my shoulders, y'all don't got cops here, right? You don't got cops. I need to get my clothes cleaned. They're not supposed to be this red. Y'all are quick, right? Y'all quick? Y'all are fast about it? I need these washed. I need these washed, Josh. Like, right? There's no cops though, right? No, we're good though? I can't have them know that I stole all this paint. Right. And then murdered a guy.
There it is. And now he's an accomplice.
You gotta help me, Josh.
Yeah, we definitely don't have any cops. Wink. Mr. John Doe. Wink, wink. We also don't have any washers though. They all broke down, so you're kind of out of luck.
Oh my god.
Oh, the twists and turns on that one. Twists and fucking turns on that one.
That's just the kind of service we offer here at Quick and Dirty.
Quick and Dirty.
I'm still here. I'm still working.
Yeah, as the receptionist for this laundromat.
Yep. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah. Edmund, darling, baby, the show was killer last night. The crowd loved it, absolutely adored you. Just so you know, the agency is going to be taking 70% of all profits made over the course of the evening. But don't let that distract you from the fact that you've put on the best show that the greater southern eastern block of New London has ever seen.
David, 70%. What am I, water in the human body? Come on. I'm supposed to be making a living, right? Who's the performer, right? Right? That's what I'm saying. Come on, David, you're my agent. You're not my executioner. All right, 70% is too much. When we made this agreement 10 years ago, we said it was going to be a 50-50 split. You get the gigs, I get the laughs. We both get the money. Where did this 70% come from, David? All right, I invited you into my trailer. All right, I've got to go back and shoot this movie. But David, 70% is too much. You gotta work with me here, David. Unless you're going to go out on stage and start running a tight 15.
Edmund, baby, listen, I hear you. I completely understand where you're coming from. This is a very nice trailer. I do appreciate being invited here. I have a counter offer for you, and I think you're really going to like it. Instead of 70%, I'm thinking 69%.
Nice.
Nice.
Edmund, baby.
That might actually be the
Greater
worst
Eastern
one I've ever
Southern.
done.
Edmund. Booby.
I'm really glad that you said where we were, because I completely forgot.
No, you established where you were. You're in the Greater Eastern Southern part of London.
Yeah, the greater. Yeah, that famous area of London.
It's a very large area, but
That was gold. That was so funny.
Oh,
I
I'm
loved that.
glad. Bill, I have not gotten my correct allotment of honey for the hive, and I'm worried. That's why I've been hiding in this lily for the last 3 hours. What do I do, Bill?
Well, Bob, since we are both clearly male bees, we don't have to collect honey. So I don't know what all the lady worker bees have been telling you, but just because you don't collect honey doesn't mean you are a worse bee. All we have to do is have sex all day with the queen, Bob. So I know you're going through an existential crisis, but you can come back with me. I'm your bro bees.
Bee, goddammit. This is the 5th time this week that they've lied to me about my jobs.
There's a god that they incorporated into their cursing, but it's just called Bee God.
Yeah, it's the god of bees. Doesn't have to be more
Okay.
creative than that. It's just his name.
Now I'm confused. There's a large number of male and female bees, but the females are the only ones that go flying around and actually do stuff?
Yeah,
Is that
there's actually
right?
a large amount of female bees.
Okay.
There's not a ton of guys.
There are some guys, though, and they just stay in the hive?
Yeah, they're the drones, and they just have sex with the queen.
Yeah, and
Oh, okay.
fun fact, every winter, the females actually kick all the males out of the hive. They, drag them out of the hive and kick them out to die in the winter, because it's fewer mouths to feed for the survival of the greater hive.
They don't need them anymore.
Right.
Goddamn.
Yep.
I felt like I was no butting you on that one, but my desire to have factually correct bees.
No, I was
too
genuinely
strong.
curious where you were going to go with that.
That wasn't yes and, that was actually.
Yeah, it was.
That's the secret third rule of improv.
Archmage, I have finally retrieved the power gem that we need to revive the death. Revive the death in the jungle, in the forest jungle. But you are the Archmage, after all, and I'm your humble assistant. What do you think we should do?
What a question.
Rustafarius, your securing of this power gem from the forest jungle is an act of great merit, and now that we are here in my mage's tower, we may set the gem on the highest pinnacle of the magic spire, and the power of the death, as you so eloquently put it, will bring down the lightning storms, and it will power my microwave. And I have been looking forward to this for a long time, Rustafarius. You've done quite well, my apprentice.
Oh, good. I'm so happy. I haven't also brought the popcorn. And then we can maybe finally heat up all of our leftovers as well. What a splendiferous day. Rustafarius, dude.
I thank you, Jamie, for naming my next D&D wizard character.
Dude, that's such a good name.
Thank you.
Rustafarius. That channels
I don't know why that name came to mind. The scene had nothing to do with the religion, so I don't know why.
That's right.
Yeah.
What religion?
Rastafarianism?
Is it called Rastafari?
Is that a religion?
I don't know if it's a belief.
It's possible that calling it a religion is a stretch too far, but it is at least a something.
A lifestyle.
I'm asking because I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was like a lifestyle. I didn't think there was like worship involved.
Is it just called Rastafari, maybe?
I think it's Rastafarianism.
Rastafarianism?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's a movement. A religious movement.
It is a religion. Okay.
Oh, okay.
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 Employs the ritualistic use of marijuana, forbids the cutting of hair, and venerates Haile Selassie as a god.
It's
okay.
I
didn't know that last part.
It's relatively new. It's only been around since the 30s.
Yeah, and there was actually this big like prison movement regarding them. These people were put in solitary confinement because they wouldn't cut their hair because of their like religious beliefs, and they were put in solitary confinement for like 6 years.
Shit.
Yeah, and so like within and without the prison system, there were people fighting for their rights, and they like ended up getting a bunch of stuff changed about like being able to have facial hair and hair on their head, which like the regulations were there to stop the outbreak of lice and shit, but religious freedoms and whatnot.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that's cool. We learned a thing, kids.
We did learn a thing,
and no one besides us will ever know.
I might keep that part in. That's
sure.
Ah, damn it. So, really glad you could be here for the tasting. We're rolling out 3 new beers this week. I just opened the keg. The first one is an oatmeal stout. The second one is an imperial lager, and the third one's an IPA. And I just really want to make sure that they taste good before I slap the old Patterson name on it. You know, I want it to represent me. You know.
Couldn't agree more, Mr. Patterson. I have tried all 3 of these drinks that you've set before me, and the oatmeal lager it had a very strong finish, and the stout, yes. I almost forgot the name because of how good it was. The only question I have for you upon tasting all 3 of these drinks is, could you please tell me what is beer?
All right, Lucas. Look, Mom made me bring you to work. And I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
that's it.
That tracks. I did forget to give you a name. Yeah, oops.
No, he's Patterson.
No, sorry. I forgot to give any sort of lead-in for
Mr.
myself
Patterson
having
was my
a
father.
name. Yeah.
Now, Johnny, I'm going to ask you this one time, and I want a straight answer.
Face.
When your mother and I opened your report card today, did you change your grades? That's all I want to know. Did you change your grades?
Dad, I have never lied to you before. Well, about school, about things written. I have... My grades are what they say. For example, in science, it says I got a G for greatest. That's the grade I got. And for English, I got 100. So that's pretty good out of A, you know? So that's a great grade. And then for... the one that's on the bottom that says being the coolest, obviously there's a smiley face next to it, so I did pretty good.
Honey, are you making toast in the toaster? Sorry, I feel like I'm having a stroke. You can leave the kitchen. You can go to your room. I don't even know how to begin talking about this.
What
I have no defense.
is it? Is there? I wasn't sure if we were done.
That was the end of my line.
That's the end.
That's 3 lines, yeah.
For a second, I thought the entire line was just going to be, "Are you making toast?"
Thank you for adding the location. I realized I was like,
That's where I was trying to get to. I was trying to say, like, at first I thought the toast would be like, oh, we're in the kitchen, but it didn't explicitly say we were in the kitchen, so.
you can leave the kitchen.
You can leave. You are free.
Yeah, I was trying to make it sound like a little kid made up their grades.
It was fantastic.
That's pretty good. Oh yeah. I was a fan of G and the smiley face.
When I said 100, I'm like, oh, I guess it is a real like grade.
Yeah.
100%.
But none of these things are just like the other.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like that to imagine that he added, like, in pencil, a whole nother category that just says, like, being the coolest and, like, really messy handwriting.
Yeah, like on the bottom, like the class he took. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what he got, 100%.
Oh, yeah. All right, Tony, listen very carefully. Now, the walls of this van are pretty soundproof, but I'm still nervous, so I'm only going to say this once. Now, the planning of this heist has to go off without a hitch. It needs to be absolutely perfect because this is one of the most highly guarded casinos in the world. And if we're going to make out with our $36.7 million, we're going to need everything to be as flawless execution every step of the way without any room for error. Now, I've laid out these 10 different blueprints in front of you here, one corresponding to each of the main casino halls. Now, when you look at these pictures, do you notice anything strange about them?
Vinny, did you just say we were going to make out? Vinny, you're my half brother, all right? I don't know if this is part of some distraction or what this is, but $17 million ain't enough for us to make out, all right? If this was some elaborate scheme I feel uncomfortable. Can I get out of the van? You're getting really red, Vinny. I'm starting to worry me.
Where do you see the pictures?
You've arranged them into the shape of a heart, and that's also very disconcerting.
Tony. That's circumstantial, Tony. The casino happens to be shaped like a heart.
It's not our casino.
Tony, you promised you wouldn't bring up what I did last time, and I've apologized many times before.
Oh, no.
I promise you, Tony, this is purely about the money.
It's just business, Tony.
I do gotta say,
I have no ulterior makeout. I mean motive.
I did. I'm so glad you picked up on that, Jake, because I totally heard the word "we're gonna make out" with $36.7 million.
Did I say that?
Like,
oh my god!
You said the right word. Like
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna make out like.
Yeah.
If we're gonna make it out of there, if we're gonna make out with 36
pause
million.
like that though? I
It
hope
felt
I
like
didn't.
there was a slight pause.
Oh, okay.
I think you were
Just
coming
enough.
up with an amount.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna make out with $36.7 million.
We're gonna make out with all that money in the background of the scene while we're making
Exactly
out.
like Scrooge McDuck, just in a pile of money.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeez, that was really good.
Thalacious, thank you for coming to our secret meeting under the castle. It is time for us to plan our war. Our secret war. We must convince the country of Gordovia that it would be in their best interest to go to war with Smicklesville. Now you are the greatest mind that ever walked this great plane of ours. How do you intend to get this war a-brewing?
and Dark Chancellor. You know that my strategic and magical prowess extends as far as these caverns themselves, and I've come up with a plan that I believe will engulf these nations in fire and war. Cortova shall be the victim of their own wealth and pride when we inform Snicklesville of their past atrocities, both real and imagined. And Snicklesville will fall when we tell the Cortovians, hey, that place is called Snicklesville. You should fuck them up. And the war will begin anew. A second time. That's what anew means. It'll be a double war. My genius scares me sometimes, Chancellor.
Fallacious, I think is what I called you, yeah? Your brilliance, as always, boggles and baffles. I am befounded. This double war will be exactly what we need. And as those who will be selling the weapons to both sides.
Ooh, yep.
Like in Star Wars Episode 8. We'll be making a profit.
I think what's more concerning to me about any of this is that this exists in the real world, and so Snicklesville is like a real place.
It used to be, yeah.
Before the double war.
Double war.
Have either of you played Psychonauts 2?
No, I should. I know it's so good.
No, it's just the name of the country in it is Grolovia.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, Nathan, you pulling a deep cut there?
No. I thought Cortovia sounded familiar, but I can't place why.
Because it sounds like Grolovia from Psychonauts.
That could be it, but
words.
I also think it might be really close to the country in The Princess Diaries.
Oh, you're so right. Oh my gosh. No, that's it. Like it's Cordovia or something?
I hope so. I really hope
Genovia.
so. Oh, okay. That's not really that close. What am I thinking of? Huh.
Wait.
I don't know.
Yeah, Genovia, a fictional European country between France and Italy, ruled by Prince Philip Rinaldi. Cool. Oh, there's a flag of Genovia.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, they put the work into this film.
This is fucking awesome.
Franchise. Multiple, yeah.
Oh, it's just the Italian flag, but like sherbet colors. It's like green, white, and cyan.
That sounds delicious, yeah.
I would like to open the floor for our first ever meeting of Short People Anonymous. My name is Greg. I'd like to pass the mic off to somebody who has moved here in the audience to speak. Yeah, you. There you go. Very brave.
Thanks, Greg. Hi, my name is Tim. I'm super glad to be here at the SPA. I just first moved into town about a week ago, and I was just really feeling left out because not only am I physically short, but my name is really short. It's just Tim. And so a lot of people kind of forget about me. My family will forget about me. My boss will forget about me.
Oh my God.
My wife forgets about me. I'm very forgettable. So I'm just glad I can be at a place. Greg, thanks for inviting me. I can just be at a place where no one will forget me.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Thanks, Jim. If anybody else would like to speak, the floor is open.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I really loved when it crossed the line from like self-deprecating and sad to like supernatural. Like,
Yeah, just
wait
abnormal.
a minute. Is this man Does this man have some kind of aura of forgetting?
Am I dead or is this Ohio?
Oh my god, Leonard, the lobby is so much bigger than I thought it would be. I don't even know where to start looking. I mean, we have the map of the con here in front of us, but, like, I've never been to this hotel before. I don't know how to visualize, like, do we start with one of the talk that's about to start in the big hall over there, but there's some of my favorite people selling their merch over here, so maybe we should start there first. I'm not even sure which way to go, Leonard.
Ernie, you're getting too flustered, Ernie. You're getting too flustered. Here, I got wipes. I got wipes in my bag. Hold on. All right. We gotta make a plan. The talk isn't even for the con. The talk is about, like, a business thing. It's just in the same building. Don't even worry about the talk. Okay, that was announced over the loudspeaker. Don't even worry about it. All right. The lines at the merch stalls are short now, so you gotta go do the merch now. And then later, I have a definitely not sexual costume contest for Knight's Blade, the video game that's going on in room B7. And you can come with me, or maybe you want to have, you probably have something else you want to do then, right? But that's my plan for the day, is just kind of gearing up for Knight's Blade costume contest, which I will be participating in. And it's not a sexual thing. I don't know why you keep bringing that up. It's not. So what do you have going on this evening?
Oh, Leonard, this is
look at the list of stuff and just pick something.
Leonard, I do not know how to tell you this. I am the developer of Knight's Blade, so this is going to be weird.
How have I never known this?
I didn't want to tell you it's a very sexual game.
Friendship. How did we know?
Yeah. Ernie talked for so long.
Yeah.
That was a sentence. So it's just like... I'm like, oh my god.
We didn't just get, like, who we were and where we were. We got, like, where we were gonna be. Like, our hopes and fears, our secret embarrassments. We got a lot.
Sexual orientations.
Yeah. Definitely was inspired by Markiplier on that last part. It's not a sexual thing. It's not. It's totally normal. I don't know why. It's not a sexual thing.
How would you even think that? Yeah.
So, I see you walked into my yo-yo store.
Oh. I was elderly Spider-Man.
Are you
elderly
impressed
gay Spider-Man.
Are you impressed by my tricks? I am doing multiple yo-yo tricks.
This is Satan. This is the devil.
Right now, are you interested in buying, learning, or just being amazed? By the way, they call me Yo-Yo Master.
I know who you are, Yo-Yo Master. And I'm not here to shop or to be amazed. I'm here to give you an ultimatum. Because our pop-up yo-yo store that we've had across the mall hallway for 2 weeks now made it very clear that any new businesses that were to be in our part of the mall were to be not yo-yo themed. And you, Mr. Yo-Yo Master, have infringed on... There can't be 2 yo-yo stores, and you know this, Yo-Yo Master. It's the first thing you learn at the Yo Academy.
Yes?
My name's Ethan, so you can get in touch with me later. God damn it.
Ethan, I was wondering when you pitiful yo-yo scrubs would make your way over here. You didn't even walk the dog as you made your way over. I didn't see any sleeping, any cradles. You just walked without a yo-yo, and you want me to leave? Shameful.
I'm gonna be really hard and honest.
I will see you at the pretzel store at noon tomorrow, and we shall have a yo-yo and the best shall remain in the mall. See you there, Ethan.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 1,000,000% honest. I totally side with Yo-Yo Master on this one. Because what a weak stance. When Nathan showed up as Yo-Yo Master, for you to just be like, I'm Ethan.
I forgot I hadn't given him a name yet. And then I got to the end of my thing and I was just like, shit. I haven't told him my name. I haven't told him the name of my pop-up yo-yo store. I haven't given him anything.
I
pictured mine as like an established building.
It felt like it, yeah.
A pop-up.
Exactly, yeah. It really made no sense, yeah.
Yo-Yo Master for the win.
That one was,
Yo-Yo Master
that one was
siding
an
with Yo-Yo
uneven
Master.
fight.
Like, if they both went to the Yo-Yo Academy, or the Yo-Academy as they call it, then they should know to do sick tricks when approaching another Yo Master.
You actually knew the names of the tricks. I did not remember them, yeah.
I had to like pull deep back. I'm like, what's a yo-yo trick? Come on, here we go.
What's a yo-yo?
He just kept on yoing.
I remember seeing Bill the Juggler at the library. What tricks did he do? Okay.
Nice.
Well, Toldadoy, you are being executed here on the platform for your discovery of mathematics, which we all know is a crime against God. What do you have to say in your defense, Toldadoy?
Malacacious, I will not be silent upon this platform regarding my knowledge of the sacred angles and measurements. For one day in your future, in your children's future, there will be teachings of the great mathematique in your schoolhouses. And we will look upon this knowledge as boring.
Well, Toldadoy, your final word shall be boring indeed. Release the guillotine upon his head and... Oh, the rope wasn't long enough. Oh, maybe your mathematics is useful after all.
I thought maybe that's where you were going with that. Well, it seems that someone needed
the
more
rope, just drop it.
measurements.
Perfect.
It's beautiful. Mr. DiMatteo, and you know I wouldn't use your name unless it was serious. There's a problem. The vault door, they broke open the vault door, but the alarms are going off. We thought we disabled the alarms in this bank, but they're still going off. And there's cameras, and we think we might not have got all the cameras, and it sounds like it sounds like the police are on their way. What do we do, boss? We got the money right here, but I don't know if we'll have time to get it out.
Corey, I need you to take about 5 breaths right now. Count them with me. 1, you can count the rest. I'm going to keep talking while you breathe. It doesn't matter. We got the money. That's all that ever matters is the money and your breathing. Keep your breathing. You're only on 3. Cameras, forget about it. The police... That's what the money's for. We're going to bribe them. Once we make it out of this bank, it won't matter what evidence they got, what alarms they got, because we've got the money and the breathing. That was your 5th breath. How do you feel, Corey?
Boss, I think that was exactly what I needed. I got that 5th breath, and it's like my grandmama always said, the 5th breath is the most important one. And now, even though I am being carried out of this room in handcuffs, I do feel a lot more calm about the situation.
That's perfect, Corey. That's perfect. Beautiful. Rachel, I collected the dirt samples.
Oh, no.
And I got them in the tube. I think we're gonna have a really great science project together with these dirt samples.
Jake's face.
Oh, wow. Jesus. Wow, that was a lot to throw at me, I guess.
Improv, baby, come on.
I know, I was really stuck for a second. I don't know why. Xavier, these are great, but you could have just brought them to class on Monday. You didn't have to bring them to my house. I don't have any of my equipment. It's all the science lab.
Rachel, we've been working on this project for 5 years, ever since we were in 3rd grade. And now it's time for us to complete our magnum opus, Rachel. And then we will beat all the bullies with this dirt bomb. So I'll see you on Monday.
Wow.
Sorry for bothering your house.
Wow.
Man,
If I had known there was a dirt bomb, I might have been more invested as Rachel.
A 5 year
I didn't know
dirt
it was a
bomb.
dirt bomb either.
That was like really the most formative part of my school years, I think, was when I was 8 and my teachers told me, here is a dirt project you're going to work on for another 5 years.
Oh, this wasn't a
Yeah, there was like learning the Macarena and PE, dodgeball, dirt bomb project, and that kind of took up a few years of time.
That will take a while, but it will be worth it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
Wow.
All right, look, rookie. I know everyone is fawning over your performance yesterday, but I know that you're riding a streak of beginner's luck. I've been training to be the Greater New York area tap dancing champion for longer than you've been alive, okay? And I know that you have some flashy moves that might have impressed the judges, but your basics are weak. And I know that I'm going to get to the top of this competition before you. So,
That's a Simmons ass face if I've ever seen one.
so you need to stop thinking you're so great and stop acting like you're the center of attention here, because it's all going to come crumbling down.
Okay, first of all, you come into my deli shop, my family's deli shop,
Some fucking West
where I
Side Story
tap dance and sell sandwiches. And I have been tap dancing ever since the womb. My mother died from it because of all the tap dancing. And yeah, you might have been tap dancing longer, but that's your problem. You're too old. Your last year's trash. So I'm going to finish making this sandwich for our customers. And then you, Mr. Fancy Feet, which is your legal name, which is quite impressive, I'm going to become the New York Greater Area's best tap dancer and sandwich sales person.
I'm glad you showed my name the respect it deserves. The Fancy Feet family has had a long
respect
tradition
on my
of
name.
mastery over New York competitive dance athletics. But yeah, that's the reason I told you all this, is because I'm waiting for you to finish my sandwich. It's taking a very long time, and once I have it, I will enjoy it very much, and then I'll be out of your hair. So, like, thank you for the sandwich, Mr. Fonzarelli of Fonzarelli's Deli.
Thank you.
Yeah, I realized I forgot one vital piece of information.
We solved the puzzle. Last line. That's my favorite thing to do with 3-line, is if you've got a great everything, but you haven't established location, you're like, oh, let's just lob this over there.
Yeah.
We're in a deli. I don't know.
Sure. I really like the idea that these two are very, very passionate about their dance rivalry, but also they both have day jobs.
Yeah, they got day
And
jobs.
this is just like something they do like every other weekend, is the dance thing.
So, just a formality. I need your birth date and your legal name I just got to put it in the system. The ball is in your court.
I've been telling people for years that the government's not going to stop until they get your name and your blood type and your what else is there besides names and blood types? That's really all they need, man. Once they got the name and the blood type, that's all they need. And this is a prelude to that. If you want my birthday, that's because you're gonna put it in your and you're gonna find out my blood type. That's what you're gonna do, isn't it? I knew as soon as I walked into this DMV that somebody was gonna be asking me questions, and I'm not willing to give out that information because I'm not part of your system, lady.
Could I just have your driver's license then? Okay, thank you. All right. John Smith, born February 6th, 1994. Blood type O negative. Oh, and you're a donor. That's nice. All right. Well, I just have to sign this. Tabitha Jones. And this is for you. And you have a nice day.
That was the smoothest DMV interaction I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This is after 4 hours of waiting in line.
It was very chill, which is not what I expected.
I disagree from the other side of the bench.
Also, which your driver's license doesn't have your blood type on it?
Doesn't it?
It does have if you're a donor, though, I think.
Pretty sure
I know
it
that's
does,
not
if you're a donor.
entirely the question, but...
Are you a donor?
I am a donor.
I think so.
No blood type.
If I'm not, I should change that.
I am a donor. It doesn't say blood type.
I have a blood type card, though.
Oh, interesting.
I don't have that.
I have a Red Cross card that I gave back in the before times, before I knew I was gay, so...
Yeah, now your blood is ruined.
Can't do it.
Oh, man. Chuck, moving all these boxes all day long. It's hard work, but somebody's gotta do it. Hey, can you pass me one of those hard lemonades? Whew. Oh, that's refreshing, Chuck. Chuck, tell me how you got in the box moving business, anyway.
Sure thing, Frank. You see, I come from a long line of ballet dancers, and I decided I didn't want to be a part of that career path, so I struck out to make my own fortune in the sprawling metropolis of Walla Walla, Washington, and there wasn't much in the way of entrepreneurial business, so I ended up taking this job yesterday, and that pretty much brings us to now. But thanks for asking. No one's asked me that all day, even though there's only 2 of us here in this warehouse, so I guess that makes sense.
Well, thanks. Thanks for sharing that. Well, I'm glad that you could become a new employee here at Tetris Incorporated. We gotta move these boxes.
That's their slogan, yeah. Tetris Incorporated. Yeah. We gotta move these boxes.
We gotta move these boxes. Where to? How come?
Yeah. It doesn't... The slogan has nothing to do with selling anything. It's just literally describing what the employees do.
We just gotta move these boxes. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Detective. If you think you're so smart, what do you even want to know? You can't keep me here. You don't have anything on me. I bet you don't even know. I bet you don't even know what you're doing here with your hat and your coat.
Well, Theodore Pimbles, you're correct. I don't know what I'm doing here with my hat and my coat. I just kind of put them on one day and never took them off. And I do mean that. But what I do know is that you were found at the scene of a murder crime, Theodore Pimbles. And that murdered person, well, their blood was all over your hat and coat, Theodore Pimbles. And that's why you're here. because you are our lead suspect in the murder of the mayor's wife. Dun dun dun. And yes, I do make my own sound effects. Theodore Pimbles, what say you to this? And also, when can I take off my hat and coat?
Well, I guess somebody's got to make the sound effects. Damn, I can't believe you knew my name was Theodore Thimbles. Only the great detective Rosenberry could figure that out with such quick deduction. You can take off your hat and coat whenever you want. I stole yours after mine got blood on them. So yours is the old one. That's part of the crime, is that I stole the hat and coat. I mean, you pretty much got me dead to rights. I'd like to make my confession now, please.
I am Detective Rosenberry. It was me all along. Thanks for coming to my house.
Oh no, that's what I meant. Like, I
know. I just wanted to say it.
Yeah, trying to give you a very theatrical way of revealing what your name is, I guess. Oops.
No, it worked.
Boy, that was rough.
That's why we warm up.
Bad doing it. Yeah.
That's why we warm up.
Yeah.
And that's why we need Jake.
Yeah, 100%.
In the flesh.
Face
to face.
3 lines for 3 guys.
Well, all right, I'll do the first line then. To Jake.
Okay.
Hello, welcome to Three Guys Burgers and... How can I help you?
Yeah, I'll have the number 3 cheeseburger with and a large Coke, please.
Oh, hey, Mike. It's good to see you back here again. You're an old favorite here at Three Guys, and we'll get your order made right away. And for you, we'll even add the extra. And that's for loyal customers.
I didn't give you a
That was
name.
riveting.
It's fine.
Well, okay, I don't know.
You always need a name.
You're in a situation where it would be super weird to introduce yourself, though.
Yeah.
Like, hello, my name's Mike, and this is what I want on my hamburger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't. A character doesn't always need a name. We just need to know who they are.
I
I'm the
suppose.
Three Guys employee.
Yeah.
3 guys, burgers, and what can I get for you today?
I'm Gregory, and welcome.
Burgers and, yeah.
Well, because I thought there's not 5 guys, so they have less stuff. There was only
Takes
3
2
guys.
guys to make the fries. That's why it rhymes.
Everyone knows they can only have 5 people working ever. That's how it works. That's
If you
the rule.
if you go into the store,
Yeah.
there's always 5 guys, and they use guys as the gender neutral term.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeremy, it's me. Jeremy, put down the controller. This is gonna sound wild, Jeremy, but I'm trapped inside the video game. Just listen to me closely. I promise it's gonna be okay. You need to help me get out of this video game. Now here's the first thing you need to do. You need to open up the pause menu. Do you remember the cheat code for infinite lives, Jeremy?
Whoa. How'd my brother get inside the video game? Wait a minute. If I push jump, you do jump. And if I push crouch, you have to crouch. I can make you do whatever I want. But wait, if I hit pause, does your brain pause?
This is not the time, Jeremy. I need you to put in the cheat codes.
Oh my god. Jeremy, no.
That's the scene.
I guess that's it, yeah.
Jeremy and brother.
Yeah, as soon as I started talking for the second line, I was like, wait, I should have let him keep going. This is way too short now.
No, that's 3 lines. That's how it is. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
That's the way it is, son. That's how it is.
Captain, pirates have been sighted off the starboard bow. I'm sorry, I'm terrified. What do I tell the men?
My first mate, Blackheart, you sound terrified, and I understand. We need to tell the men to prepare for ship-to-ship combat. We need to raise the cannons and hoist the mainsail, and we need to clear the rudder. We need to do all those things at the same time, Blackheart. It's very important. These pirates will not be stealing our
cargo vessel full of food. And that's on the Queen's orders.
Captain, I need you to be honest with me. How long have you been sailing?
The mainsail?
A cargo vessel full of food?
The mainsail. It's not mainsail, it's like main S-L-E. Mainsail.
Yeah, like how boatswain is pronounced bosun.
Yeah, I have no idea if that's actually correct. I just know that there are some terms that are pronounced differently than you think. I like the line, how long have you been sailing? Because it could go one of two ways. It could be, this is my first day on the job and I don't know what anything is, or I've been sailing for 8 months and I'm starting to lose my mind. Like, I've been at sea
Cabin fever.
for way too long.
Or maybe it's a compliment. It's like, Captain, how long have you been sailing? Because you are an expert.
How long do I need to sail before I'm as
fantastic.
good as you?
Yeah.
You are the best.
I'm glad I asked you.
I'm glad you know what the mainsail.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about
I
it.
would have called it a sail.
But we don't have time for those extra sounds.
Extra vowels.
Yeah, we don't got time for that. We got to get
It's
to
like
it.
Swedish.
What a beautiful, tranquil waterfall. I'm so glad we decided to go on this walk together, honey. Oh, what a lovely scene. You know, it's just beautiful. Who knew this was so close to our home? Wow, lovely waterfall. Dear.
Oh, Gladys, I've seen this waterfall once or twice in my life, but I wanted to bring you here today to tell you how much I truly care for you. And I had a metaphor about the water running like my love runs for you, but it seemed kind of dumb once I thought of it, so I'm going to ditch that one. I'm going to say that, like this water, the truth is, my love is actually very fleeting. It's gone in an instant, and I'm here to break up with you, Gladys.
We've been married for 12 years, and now you want to break up after everything? Now you want to break up? Well, I'm glad you brought it up because that's what I was going to do. I was going to break up with you. So
Reverse card.
the feelings,
amicable.
Yeah.
the feelings mutual.
Were we like
Fred?
really old couple who'd been married but also married later in life and are now also divorcing?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've gone through many marriages.
You're at the waterfall near the house.
That's all you need to know.
You've been to this waterfall before?
That's
With
all you need to
whom?
know. Yeah.
With
whom,
With
Fred?
whomst?
Who'd you go to the waterfall to with, Fred? Yeah. Was it that slut?
What was my name, Nathan? I
said
got
Fred.
you this time.
I said it at the end of the third line. The
Oh, did
records
you?
will show you guys
Oh, okay.
started talking.
I missed it.
Your name was Honey Deer.
Honey dear. Yummy.
I wonder if anyone is born and given the name Gladys in the 21st century.
I hope not. All right. We've heard a lot of ideas today. And I would just like to try to close out this board meeting with a solid idea. So please, someone, give me a toy idea that we can use.
Jim? I think I got the winner. You know, you are our CEO, but as a board member, I've been really thinking about this. I care deeply about this company, Toys Incorporated, and I got a toy for you. What if, hear me out, kids love food, kids love eating, kids love digesting.
Do they?
We get them some toy intestines. Get to learn their gallbladder, get to learn their spleens, and they squish. They're squishy because, fidgets, stress toys. It's stress intestines. Stress intestines. Or instrestins. I'll go with either. That's my pitch. Thanks for picking me.
And I'll pack my things.
Why aren't we already making this? Let's get some focus groups together, workshop the name, and, just...
Thank you, Jim. Thank you.
Instrestins is extremely good and also horribly bad at the same time.
Instrestins.
All right.
the villainous Dr. Magnesis has the hostages trapped on the second floor of the bank. Meteor Man, what are we gonna do to get past his defenses and rescue those civilians?
Smash through the wall! Really fast! Never see it coming! Let's go, think twice, boy!
Okay. All right. Once again, it falls to me, think twice, boy, to figure out how we're actually going to save the hostages. I've got a folder for this, so I'll make it work. Just give me a minute.
Beautiful.
I love Meteor Man.
Meteor Man is extremely good.
I also could have played him that he just had some more meat on him. He's just a Meteor Man.
He's a Meteor Man. I loved the way you said it, and Jake just kind of went. Summon it.
It was extremely good.
It was here.
Yeah.
It was within me all along.
Yeah.
Meteor Man is a part of all of us.
Meteor Man is my quirk. I see you have good taste. This is a fantastic piece. My name is Dequarius Smurf III. I am the curator of this collection of art. And you are?
Well, Mr. Smurf, I thank you for acknowledging my refined sensibilities. My name is Boo Shoo. Boo Shoo. Shoo is my family name, and my first name is Boo. Sometimes people don't understand this. And I need to know, Mr. Smurf, will this Descartes that I have holding in my... Well, I'm not holding it in my hands, because you don't touch priceless art like this. I'm holding it with my eyes. Will it be a proper set piece to have in my kitchen? It needs to be in the kitchen. Now, my guests, as they're eating... Well, not eating, as they're preparing food... I have guests prepare my food when they come over.
Let me assuage all of your concerns. This is a digital auction. Maybe it's a translation error, but you can put any of this artwork in Descartes, and then you just have to click buy, and it goes wherever you want it to go.
I don't know what bugged me most. The fact that this ended up being just NFTs. Or just how fucking long Boo Shoo talked.
Yeah, that's my new favorite character. That's the only character I'm going to play from now on.
Oh, please.
It wasn't funny, and there was nothing interesting about him, which means he's my new favorite character.
What a day it's been. It's so hot out here, and there's been so much garbage. I'm just driving this truck all day long. Tom, you want to turn driving, and I could be the guy that picks stuff up?
Hey, Jim, you're going to have to speak up. Riding on the back here, or slow down. One of those two things. I can't hear. It'd be really nice if I could get up there and drive for a bit, and if you could get back and put some of the garbage in, and maybe get off the highway. I think there's no need for that. We have a city route. Can you hear me, Jim?
Hey, I had trouble hearing you there. The wind rushing by on this highway going 70 miles per hour. I could not hear what you were saying. But I think I'm going to just go faster. So you should hold on. Yeah. There's no seatbelts. This is a garbage truck.
And I'm hanging off the back of it.
I think, if we go fast, we'll get trash. So that's all I got to say. I also forgot what name I called you.
Trash.
Yeah.
Eat ass.
Eat ass.
Excuse?
It's my favorite raccoon motivational poster.
Drive fast, eat trash.
I like that one because it's one of my favorite comedy bits ever. It's such a stupid, overdone bit, but I fucking love it. Of just two people attempting to have a conversation and neither one being able to hear, and both of them just repeating the same statements that the other one is repeating, even though they can't hear each other. I love it.
It works. It just works.
This is Mission Control to the
Love Mission Control.
Aquarius 3. Requesting check-in after the successful launch 6 hours ago. We have not received transmission of update of current whereabouts. Please respond. Over.
Mission Control, this is Sergeant Blakely. The reason we haven't, been reporting back is we started celebrating right away, and let's just say the bottle is empty. So we're gonna need to send some more of those up here for Aquarius. Are we 3? Aquarius 4? Doesn't matter. Send up a bunch of them though for us. Thank you. I love you.
Mission Control to Sergeant Blakely. That's good to hear. We didn't actually need an update. I'm really, but everyone here went off celebrating too, and they left me with closing up the station. It's really lonely. I'm glad you guys are having a good time though. Over.
Oh, poor Mission Control.
And it really was over.
And it really was over. Hey there, Questies. It's me, Nathan. Thank you so much for listening to 3-Line Dialogue Volume 3. We hope you enjoyed it. If you like 3 lines, we've actually got another 3-Line episode you can listen to right now on our Patreon. That was the 12th episode we released. Was another 3-Line episode just over there. So you can head over to kqpodcast.com and click the Patreon button to join their support. I, of course, got to say thank you to all of our current patrons. We couldn't do this without you. And a big shout out to our better tier patrons, Lowell, long may he reign, Mike, and those dang high elves again. Thank you, and thank you. And fun fact, we've been using Patreon for a whole year now, which is absolutely crazy. So to celebrate that on November 5th, the actual 1-year anniversary of us using Patreon, we're going to be releasing a video to all our patrons of us recording a little bit. It was something Jamie tried a little while ago to see if it's even a possibility. So if you want to see a video of what it's like for us to record with a couple of funny edits that Jamie included, this will be available to all patrons this Saturday. So tomorrow or now, depending upon when you're listening. So patrons, go check that out. And everyone else, if you want to check it out, go be a patron. Head on over to kqpodcast.com, join the support, check out the merch and the music. Jamie just released another album. Speaking of music, called The Grorg One, which includes all the music from the Garca scenes, the Janus beast fight. So there's a lot of really good songs. Some of the ones I think, Jamie, you knocked it out of the park in those ones. So again, you can head over to kqpodcast.com. Click the music button, and you can listen to those songs for free. It only costs $1 to download the whole album. So that's a deal. So make sure to check those out, along with all the other music from before that, which is a lot of great songs. To keep you up to date, in 2 weeks, we will be releasing the next episode, continue on in the finale zone, and it's a doozy. There's a lot of content in that one, so it's a little bit longer than the regular episode, so just be warned. Or get excited. I don't know whether you like listening to it. You probably like listening to it because you're listening to the show right now. So yeah, get excited for that. In 2 weeks, we'll continue the finale zone. And of course, because we're in the finale zone, don't forget to send in questions for nighttime. It is not too late to send in those questions because we're not done yet. So if you got any questions, you can send those over on our Instagram, nights.quest, Facebook message, and the Reddit. If you post them in there, we'll find it. Of course, our email is nights.quest10@gmail.com. And of course, patrons, you can shoot it over to us on Discord. Just send us those questions. Send us those questions so we can answer them in the finale. We'd love to see those coming in. All right. That's enough announcements for me. So stay tuned for an update on your favorite pastry bat. And may your place in his story be long.
Hey guys, Jamie here. So, you're wondering what PB's been up to lately. Well,
Hey, how's PB been doing lately?
Yep. So
yeah, what about PB? What's he been up to?
Thank you, other me, who's recording from further across the room and being edited in later.
The little bat? PB the bat? That guy?
Yes. And just start the fucking music. So, PB,
during the whole, series of scenes and traveling around with Canis Pentis, he was initially really scared and intimidated because of all the magic and stuff going on. A lot bigger than him, he's a little guy. However, as time went on and he realized that Canis Pentis was paying no attention to him because, of course, he has no rank, he flew around his head more and more. So, for any of the scenes involving Canis Pentis, just picture PB flying around his head at no particular intervals, just chirping and having a great time, hanging out around the forehead of one of the most powerful mythical beings on the planet. In the mountain prison, he flew around the skeletons of these mythical beasts and creatures, especially the dragons, and at one point he definitely said, "Ancestors of old, your power and majesty will not be forgotten. Just as the winds of Paladum carry my wings, so too do I carry your legacy into the future." But of course, to anyone listening, it would have sounded like those cute little chirps, like ding, 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 just those little sonic, you know how it is. He got really spooked by the gun. He was not a fan of the gun. But when it happened a second time, now that the group is in Varden, he acted like he was totally used to it and not scared. And also, this is important, he is currently working on his own mini magical, sonic ping version of that sound. It's very cute. Let's see. Every time the pulse hits from the crystal, he sneezes. Every single time. Every 7 minutes. And that pretty much catches us up to now. That has been the Adventures of PB. Thank you so much for listening.